and I'm getting mighty tired of your trifling ways and of listening to that jackass bray.
Okay, I'm fine. But I was jogging a lot. And my neighborhood wasn't a neighborhood that I often felt safe jogging all the time, because I would jog places and then men would want to follow me home. And I started having a problem with that. In fact, case in point,
while I was living there was when I got the Wild 'N Out thing. I moved here July 2014. I moved into that apartment November 2014. By January 2015 is when I got Wild 'N Out. By February 15th, Wild 'N Out flew me out to New York, and I was living in a hotel in Hell's Kitchen in New York the entire month of February. And when I got back, and that was around the time that Real came back, and Real and Hugh Moore was going to check out, me doing my thing at Wild 'N Out or whatever. Real wanted to try to reconcile and come back together and do all of this stuff. And, I was filling it out and giving it a try, or at least trying to. And it was in that period or whatever that he's supposed to be my guy. I use that word loosely. He's supposed to be my guy. I'm having these situations where, it's becoming an issue of me jogging because people are trying to follow me home. Or, I'm jogging and out of my business. Dudes pull up to me in their car. And I had a situation where a guy, pulled up to me while I'm jogging and, was trying to holler I wasn't interested. The motherfucker kept driving along me while I'm, jogging. And he keeps driving. Like, he's slow driving, still trying to shoot his game, trying to shoot his shot. And I'm like, no, and I'm jogging. He's still driving. I'm like, dude. And he kept following and kept following. And now I'm coming up to my house, and I'm like, I'm not gonna let this motherfucker see where I live. So I turn around and have to jog back to the Shell. He pulls into the Shell. I'm like, no, this is not an invitation for you to follow me to the fucking gas station. No. I have to, I don't even know how that shit ended up resolving. The motherfucker followed me to Shell. And then I think that's what I did. I ended up getting on the phone and talking to a motherfucker, and I was like, dude, I'm about to call the police because I don't know what the fuck you on. And now I got my friend, and now I got witnesses. I don't know what the hell you on. And eventually, he went away. Somewhere in that, Rail called, and Rail's trying to tell me about some cool shit he's doing, or, so I just met up with so-and-so, so-and-so, for, I think this was around the time that, because, old boy from D.C., Jermaine Fowler had a show. And he wanted to hang out with Jermaine Fowler, and, he's, name dropping all the shit Jermaine is doing. I'm like, yeah, that's great. Some random nigga was trying to follow me home while I was jogging, and I don't like that. He goes, well, you be wearing them outfits, and you be doing, and I was like, I wear jogging clothes, bro, when I jog. That's how I jog. It's not like I'm showing midriff, but that doesn't justify him following me in a car and then following me to the gas station. And I remember right there in that conversation, I was like, and see, I don't need this. Because, if a woman is going to date a guy and take him seriously, and she has these type of concerns, she will want to be able to pick up the phone and at least call her man and feel better. At least. I ain't feel nothing. And I was just like, and it was just too much of that happening and just other shit. And it was like, the shit hit the fan when that Tina chick came along, and she was hyping him up because she, saw an opportunity to leave Chicago. And, he was trying to help her be a better cook or whatever. I called him out and her out on their bullshit, and now all of a sudden I'm the problem. And I'm like, well, no, I'm not. If y'all want to see each other, see each other. But nigga, don't be seeing people and lying to me about it like I don't see through the bullshit. And this is why I don't miss you. I still don't miss this guy. And I know for a fact he has my name in his mouth around other people way more than I ever had his name in my mouth. And I don't ever want to fuck with that guy again. I don't give a fuck what he got going on. See, the thing is, that's another thing about this business. People will genuinely have so much shit to say about whoever, and then let them get something. Then it's like, ooh, and they all in their face trying to be their best friend, trying to suck their dick, trying to hang out, and all of this stuff. Child. Real shit. They trying to do all of this stuff, and it's like, you was the same motherfucker that had all this shit to say, though. How did that change? And really, that means you don't believe in yourself. And furthermore, now I'm looking at you real sideways, because you're the type of motherfucker I don't ever want to be around. Because you're just waiting. You're just a motherfucker waiting in the wings for somebody to get something so you can attach yourself and act like y'all been the best friends forever. I am good. It's full of people like that out here. I'm so straight on that shit. During that period, I saw that opportunity and I was like, I like this, but I want to be able to move and live in something better. I don't care what it takes. I'm moving to the beach and I'm going to just keep grinding until I figure it out. And that's when I decided to invest in the college market. I put up my apartment. I put stuff in storage. I downsized. I started doing bed and breakfasts and hotels. And, sometimes I had to stay in my car, whatever. And it didn't bother me because what I was saving and putting my money towards started generating new income. See, it wasn't just money that was saved for the fact of being cheap or saving just to save. No, it was money that I stopped spending on one area that I knew I already had coming in, that I redirected into another area that opened up new streams of income of higher than what I was making. And that's how I got to my Redondo Beach apartment. It had nothing to do with nobody. But because women are just valued by their pussy, all of a sudden who I'm interested in or who I had sex with suddenly becomes relevant. And because a lot of people were scared of my ex because he's funnier than them, and I'm gonna just keep it 1,000, they took that opportunity to, okay, let's sideline this nigga because, you know, we do know that this was happening over here, and like we get this nigga out the way and we can launch our projects. You know, because these motherfuckers don't have confidence. So they low-key did that to him and used the accounts of my, you know, real life events. And then everybody just, you know, pointed the fingers. Well, no, because it's her fault. Let me tell you something about Nick Cannon. Okay, if you ever notice when you watch him do interviews, nothing's ever his fault. This nigga don't admit to nothing. But let's keep it 1,000, especially the year that I did Wild 'N Out. You and Mariah got a divorce, and so did Amber and Wiz. But y'all was just friends getting money. Yeah, y'all just getting money. Y'all just friends getting money. Y'all was hanging out, going to amusement parks, taking pictures together, just you and her. But y'all was just friends getting money. Y'all was just friends getting money. All of us, even everybody doing the show, we was looking like, damn, that's bold. Like, you really acting like she ain't got a whole husband and you ain't got a whole wife. We just friends get money. Y'all think y'all know we just getting this money. That's great. Friends should get money. What happened to all that money y'all made together? Where's all the fruit of the labor of all that work y'all was doing together? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where's all that money y'all made together? Where's all the projects y'all was working on? Where is it? Where is it? If it was so good, and that's really true, why the fuck aren't we seeing pictures of y'all now? Why aren't y'all was getting money together? And you supposed to get money. Getting money is cool. Especially if you get money with your friends. Y'all just friends. Y'all getting money. Why we don't see y'all together? Why aren't y'all still friends getting money? Where the fuck are the amusement park pictures and all this shit now? Because y'all was getting money. It was lucrative. It was good. Y'all was getting money. Y'all were, right? That's what y'all told us. So where is it? And if ain't no money that y'all was really making, y'all still just friends. Y'all was friends, okay? And y'all was hanging out, so why don't we see that? Where is it? Yeah, exactly. But what we did see was a divorce and another divorce. We did see that. We saw that. But nothing's ever your fault. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Nipsey dead. It's not your fault. But you want to take over the Dr. CB.
Nipsey dead. It's not your fault. Nipsey dead. It's not your fault.
Nipsey dead. It's not your fault. But you want to take over the Dr. CB documentary. You had no problem stepping in there and I want to do it. He died, but let me be next in line. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. You mad that everybody keep calling you the corny Nickelodeon dude, so you're going to put like 1 million tattoos on your body to make you look tough. We got it. We see it. We know. We got it. We get it. Through Suge Knight in a video with your battle rappers to, you know, show that you mean business. We got it. We get it. We got it. We get it. But your image and how people view you is not your fault. It's not. You're just a nice guy that's misunderstood, Nick. Even though you was fucking all the Wild 'N Out girls. It's not your fault. Because I ain't want to fuck you now. Something has to be wrong with me. There has to be something wrong. No, because she only like ballers, or she only like, and see, I could have did, and she didn't, no. It's something wrong with me. And now you're going to school for neurosurgery and brains, and ow. But I never had a problem with you, though. Me and him never really spoke 2 words to each other. Anytime people ask me about the show, I always, he's talented, man. He was DJing the sets, and it was great. It was cool. I'm taking pictures with the crowd and shit. You tried to get into one of my selfies and like sneak in it, like on the photo bomb like side. And I was okay with it. It didn't bother me. I was like, I was taking it. I realized he's creeping up. I was like, okay, come on. And then he walked off. I was like, nigga, that ain't the weirdest shit ever. But he do stuff like that. But it's not his fault. Just like when he called Dion to CBS Studios at 3 a.m. because he wanted somebody to help him write his set for that special that bombed. And Dion went back and wrote him all these bits, and me and Dion went over all the material and all of that. Dion gave him some fire. He wanted to take it, but he didn't want to pay him. And Dion was like, man, fuck this dude. So, Dion starts getting, I'll never forget this. Dion starts getting, like, attention for the sketch he did on Conan, talking about The Bachelor and how there's no black bachelor. And then the people at BET was like, yo, that's brilliant. Yo, we was thinking about that. Man, we see you out there doing your thing. They sent him a gift package. Then Nick felt like he should send him an incredible package. And I never get when I came from the bellroom with that shit. He was looking at me like, look at what this nigga sent me. What the fuck? This dude is weird, yo. He was like, what the fuck would he do? Like, he gonna send me, I don't want this shit. You couldn't pay me, but you gonna give me some incredible package. The fuck? I got BT headphones already. But nothing's ever his fault. All right. He wasn't necessarily a child actor, but you know, he kind of got fame like a little early and was a little involved in child actors. And there's a lot of little rites of passage in there. But nothing's ever his fault. Ever. Ever. But this dude was showing up all up in my IG stories and all of that after I was on the show. Not liking nothing. Not just all in my stories. I'm getting all kind of, you know, photos and stuff that are like saved, you know, like when people press the banner to save your stuff, all kind of photos of me like being saved. And, you know, it don't tell you who's saving it. You just get saved. I'm like, all right, you all in my stories. You and Rip Michaels. Which is an interesting story, too, because they didn't really fuck with Rip at all. Rip got on everybody's nerves. Everybody saw how much Rip was a clout chaser. And especially when Rip did that, thing where he put baby powder on them in their face, they wanted to beat his ass over that. But, you know, Rip maneuvers, just like how he maneuvered in New York and inherited all those rooms from this comic named Rashid, who, you know, died, and then all of a sudden Rip showed up with all of his rooms. But, you know, that's old comedy history. They didn't really fuck with him. Now, really didn't like him. But, you know, he had these ideas, and he was the one that was like, yo, we should tour this, and da-da-da-da-da. Rip is also from my hometown, whatever. Rip also has some relationships with this one college booker from D.C., who they was real tight for a specific reason. And Rip was trying to ride Cardi B's wave. Ain't no even trying. He successfully rode her wave. So, you know, because I was on Wild 'N Out, because I was smashing, you know, like I was destroying some of them niggas in Wild Style or whatever. What they was trying to do was, you know, find these women MCs or whatever that could, you know, battle what I was doing so that I would be a non-factor, because before I was on the show, they didn't have any women that was tearing them apart in Wild Style like that. Nobody was a female cast member on that show that did that. You know, not Rosika Mather, not the other girl. What was her name? She was cool too. Naima Funk. None of them. They were cool. They were good, you know what I mean? But they weren't destroying the people the way I was. And so I did that, and it changed the precedent of how they even saw the women cast members. And then they tried to keep me from being who I was. I was like, yo, I want to wear some stretch pants. I want to wear half tops. They was like, no, this is more so like a boys club. So we don't, you know, we want it to be boys. So I'm wearing all these big ass baggy hoodies and shit. I wanted to wear half tops and shit. And like when I look at like the new structure, I'm like, okay, so they get to let them wear all of that. That I was asking them to let me wear that type of shit, but I couldn't wear it. I was like, okay. So I was just like, I took that whole experience and was like, thank you. Let me hit the road. And because I'm a stand-up comedian, that's exactly what I did. And motherfuckers was mad. They was mad that I wasn't complaining and lamenting over the fact that I didn't get the show. So then, now hits me up on LinkedIn, introduces me to Cody, or at least puts a word in with Cody for the 50 Cent show. I auditioned because a casting director who worked on Rail Show, she worked on Rail Show Friends of the People, and me and her, you know, we were cool. Like, we were Facebook friends, and she would like be submitting me for stuff, and she was good people, and I liked her. She worked on Friends of the People with Rail. She was the casting director for the 50 show. And I got back from Cabo after celebrating my 10-year anniversary, and she hit me up in my email like, yo, I've been trying to get you on the show, you know, whatever. With 50, I was like, 50? Dude, I've been wanting to work with him since. I was like, man, you don't even know. You don't even understand. I was like, I'm there. Not only am I there, not only am I submitting, bitch, I'm going to get this. Like, fuck that. Put together the tape. When I sent her the tape, she's like, yo, this is fantastic. I can't wait to send it to the executives. I still have the emails. She sent it to the executives. She's like, they all loved you. 50 was smiling so big when he saw your tape. Like, they love you. Okay, I'm going to talk to you. She's like, I ain't promising nothing, but I'm going to talk to you. We go whatever. I hear from Niall. Niall spoke to Cody. And he was like, don't share this with nobody. Don't tell nobody. He's like, Cody's like, what do you think about this Aarona Lopez? Now, I love her. Cody like, okay, cool, bet. Somewhere in there, the storyline becomes I slutted my way on the show. I was acting like a thought on the set and all of this other stuff. Or it never happened and all this other stuff. And I'm like, that ain't even the way it went down. Like, before I even ever took a picture of none of that stuff, the head of the fucking show, who's now finna do stuff with Wendy Williams, because the Backroads Entertainment is the company. He finna do all this stuff with Wendy Williams. They was the people that gave the green light. It ain't nothing to do with it. I mean, it did, but it wasn't. So then all that stuff ended up happening because we like sparked friendship. I thought he was dreaming. We had some chemistry. We had some stuff going on, whatever. And then, you know, people followed my Snapchat. They started seeing other things, and, you know, it became a thing. And long story short, because I'm also sick of this, and because they snatched my podcast and all of this other stuff, because of all the truth I told, you know, it's pissing me off, because I'm just like, dude, all I've been trying to do since this shit hit the fan is move the fuck on. I don't even fucking care. And all y'all trying to make me care. And I think that's the saddest part. Because you either the man or you ain't. You either that or you not. And if you are, then why you got all this time on your hands to do this shit? For what? Why y'all attacking my YouTube? Why y'all attacking my CD baby? Why y'all attacking my podcast? Especially allegedly if it sucks. Nobody spends time on shit that just sucks. Ever. If they hear it and they don't like it, they're like, man, I ain't wasting my life like that no more. I got better shit to do with my time. When it sucks. So why y'all like... Everybody, what's Kevin Hart about? Because Kevin Hart and Nick is like this. And Kevin was like a financier for a lot of this shit at first. And then, backstory, my father knew some of Kevin's people. And back when I first came to LA, you know, my father was trying to be the plug. Really, he just owed some niggas some favors because he a gambler. And it just didn't work out. Not only that, but, I mean, I wasn't really affiliated with his camp. I wasn't really too much into his comedy. Like, it was cool. He was the guy, you know, the hot guy. But, you know, I like my comedians just a little bit, not necessarily raunchier, but just, you know, I like motherfuckers that push boundaries. Like, you know, I like Carlin. I like Pryor. I like Eddie Murphy. I like Robin Harris. You know, I like Margaret Cho. You know, even coming up in the days, like Steve Harvey is somebody whose career, like, I followed through, you know, like from the beginning of when he started getting, like, Showtime at the Apollo fame to where he is now, because I have a journalism degree. And, you know, the earliest part of my journey, once I put the psychology down, was all about journalism. I wrote for the school paper. I had a radio show on campus. I ran, you know, the newsroom for election day and all that shit. I was the weather girl. I was an anchor. I ran audio boards. I graduated from college and joined the media ministry in my church because I went to a mega church that, you know, we had a full-on studio at the church with jib cameras and all that other stuff. Like, we could put on an American Idol type production with the media department that we had at my church alone. Okay? Not on top of that, my favorite job I ever worked was an internship for a television network. I got so much life experience in that one summer and so much exposure to how networks work and all of that. And it was a free internship that I learned so much and loved it so much, they decided to pay me something because they just liked me and they enjoyed the input that I had. And that was where I first got my experience, basically copywriting. I started writing voiceover copy for the announcer. That's how long ago this was. This is when television had announcers. Ugh, I feel old because, like, nobody has announcers at all anymore. Ugh. But, like, I was doing all of that before comedy. That was my life right before comedy. And because I was applying to a lot of networks or whatever, and they wanted me to move to, like, Kansas and Oklahoma and places I didn't want to live because I was obsessed with New York at the time, I started turning down that work and was like, fuck it, I'm going to go to film school so I could continue, because my minor was in cinema studies. I love movies, always have, big movie buff. I was like, I'm going to go to film school, and that's how I'm going to work my journalism degree a little further and utilize this degree that I got, because that's what I'm supposed to do with my life according to society, my parents, and everything that I've been taught at this point. And none of it worked. It was like, once I graduated college and put that on my list and checked that off my bucket list, and I went to a dope-ass school and did all of those things, the graduate thing wasn't in the cards. I applied to a bunch of graduate schools, got rejected from all of them. I was going to go to New York Film Academy and, like, you know, do the pay-for-play thing with film. And I worked in a video store while I was getting that together, but none of that materialized. What came through was comedy. Like, and comedy came through strong. And, you know, I always loved comedy. I always had this respect first and foremost, but, like, this appreciation for comedians that I was just like, oh, I can't do that. They are, like, really funny, and they're, like, really talented. And, like, there was people, especially my employees at the time, they're like, no, bitch, you hilarious. Do that shit. I ended up getting in it. I ended up getting a plug from my former best friend who mama did hair. I ended up meeting Marlon Mitchell, who is one of the funniest motherfuckers in Chicago, truth be told. I'm a little biased, but it's actually true. Like, Marlon's so funny, man. People steal pretty much anything he come up with. And, you know, he's somebody who's just, Tauruses, they don't like change. They be stuck in their ways. They're hardworking people. They're sweethearts. They always are surrounded by friends and, whatever. But he has such deep ties to Chicago in the community. Those ties, kind of keep him from branching out and whatever. And I mean, he got serious ties to the community. His mom's bar alone has been in Chicago for decades, and it's a staple on the southeast side of Chicago. Like, it's awesome, And so, he feels very obligated to that. But had that not been his story, dude, so many people just steal and pilfer from old boy slang. He's hilarious. And he was my very first comedy mentor. And I jumped in comedy and went full force. And before you know it, 6 months later, I got Jamie Foxx Laugh-A-Palooza, who was one of the people specifically that I was like, when I blow up, that's the type of career I want. Like, when I want that. I want to be able to play around. I want to make silly songs because I can sing, I can do stuff. I want an Oscar. I want... Like, because Ray was 2004, all right? And Ray was a dope movie. I ain't started comedy till 2006. And I was like, I want that. I want to be... Jamie Foxx show was hilarious. He was on In Living Color. It was a epic sketch show for Black and Latino people. Even though, like, Jim Carrey killed that motherfucker. Like, Jim Carrey is a beast. Him and old girl who was on the show, too. She was murdering that shit, too. Like, In Living Color was awesome. And it cut a lot of color barriers and shit. The shit was funny. So it was like, that happened, and I was like, all right, okay, God, we doing this. Let's do this. And I went full force. I really put the work in. I mean, I really was going everywhere. And the next thing you know, I'm in London doing stand-up. Nothing ever got me to London before. Nothing ever got me some stamps on my passport. Comedy did that shit. And so, yeah, no, I've put in too much. I've done too much for some motherfuckers here to minimize me and silence me and try to hurt me because of something either A, I won't give them, or B, their ego is so big that they just can't admit that they wrong. And I'm also willing to be like, man, I don't even care that shit. Just leave me alone. Like, you can be right. You can be right. Be right. Go and be right. I just want to be happy. I don't even care about being right no more. I'll be the wrongest bitch that ever lived. I'm team wrong. I made it my hashtag. I'm living my life wrong. That's going to be the name of my special. I'm wrong. Fuck it. I'm wrong. I'm wrong and I don't want to be right. But even with that, even with me waving the white flag, like, hey, okay, I'm good. Y'all still attacking my shit? For real? For real? There's so many holes and lies in y'all stories. But just because y'all making more money than me, or because y'all can suck a couple dicks and pay a couple people under the table, you better than me? Really? Here. So, this is my PSA to all of them. I don't give a shit. Go be great and do what y'all doing and continue to do it. Do it on your own time and keep that shit away from me. I'm in my own little cyber world, minding my business, rebuilding whatever. I didn't apply to the library, strip clubs, burger joints. Just trying to mind my business. Generate me a little something. And that's the other part too. This is my third time having to rebuild my life after a major tower moment. Like, when I first started comedy, the money that I was making was kind of shitty, and that was the reason why I wanted to level up. Because even back then, I'm $1,800 a month. I'm like, that ain't shit. I ain't go to college and make all these great grades and do all this dope shit just to make $1,800 a month after taxes. This is horrible money. This is horrible. And I knew there was more for me. There was a bigger calling on my life and all of that. And so I had to let that go so I could let other opportunities come. And they did come, but the money wasn't flooding in like that. I had to downsize. I had to go sleep on the couch at my cousin's house. I got my car repossessed. Because I got evicted out of my one place. Like, it was all kind of shit that happened. And I had to learn, okay, well, now we're about to discover the world of prepaid credit cards. I got a NetSpend card and just let that be my little legacy while I waited tables and made cash and did all other stuff. Fixed everything. Credit got back on point. Got a car. Was rolling with it. Things were rolling. Then London happened. The first time I ever got $1,500 for stand up. I was like, and it's a foreign country, and their money is double. Oh shit, it was amazing. I was like, I'm going to LA. Had to get everything together, move everything, go to LA, start from scratch. But what was going on in my life, I still was working at TGI Friday, so I put in for a job transfer. And that was the reason why money was tight when I came to LA, but I wasn't like on some, oh shit, what am I going to, because I came with employment. I had my job transferred, and then I picked up a job at DSW because I'm a girl and I need accessories and shoes and shit. And I signed up with Central Casting and I started doing extra work. And they was ringing my phone like a dope man. I was doing Glee, Grey's Anatomy, all. I would sit on them sets and like learn and do all of that stuff. I would write comedy material and go right to the comedy club. I was going to Sarah's Comedy Union, started going to the Ha until I figured that shit's a waste of time because all they do is bringer shows. And that's also when I was trying to do the Comedy Store potluck shit. Figured out that shit's a waste of time. Most of the time, you just got to get to know people and let them put you on the list. That's how that shit worked. I was doing all that shit. And then I started my own room in Woodland Hills. And that became my first little claim to fame in LA because people was coming through and really getting down. At one point, Sean and Marlon came. But Marlon came because other comics was bringing their friends and their people through. And Corey Holcomb came and all these people came. And most of them, all of them, but not all of them. Most of them show love. Not all of them, but most of them show love. I was hosting at the J Spot. I was doing all kind of things that, when that Martin Lawrence First Amendment shit hit, and it hit at home in the Chicago theater on the same weekend as my 10th anniversary, man, I was going everywhere bumping Drake. It's okay. You can run and tell my city, I'm on. I was driving everywhere, man, in my business. And then people started asking me for money because they thought I made it. They thought I was gone. And I was like, no, it doesn't work like that. And that became my first experience with that. Like how motherfuckers just see television or see whatever and then, oh, okay, can I borrow $3,000? Bitch, my rent is $975. What the fuck is you talking about? How much you got on that? Bitch, I'm out here. What? Don't want to take the chance and bet on themselves and move to LA, but they want you to be their gateway to LA. They want to use you for a free trip. I was dealing with all that shit. And then fell off in 2011 when I got laid off from the casino. I left TGI Fridays, because I wanted to make more money because, LA living is a little expensive. And then also, once the comedy room was over that I was, throwing there because I worked there and I was doing that comedy show, there was kind of like this leftover resentment from some of the people that worked there because it was like, oh, well, Aarona just gets to do what she wants and she did it. It was all that going on, and then they get to fucking with your money. And I just wanted to separate from all of that. I worked at Marmalade Cafe for a little bit, and I got hated on again for being a comic because Paula Bell, my manager, comedian Paula Bell, I didn't know it at the time, and he was mad at me for the comedy gigs that I was calling off work for. Like, well, I wasn't calling off work, but like, I would, you could, when you wait tables, your schedule was flexible. I lived this life for like 15 years. You're available on whatever days you're available, and then you put in requests so you could be off. I was booking shows, and I would request certain days off so I could go and do my thing. And he was taking offense because he was looking at these. I didn't make it a secret at the time that I was a comedian. People knew it was whatever. I was transparent at that job. People knew that I was doing comedy on the side. It wasn't nothing that was like or whatever. But what happened was, like, he was like looking at the schedule and he cornered me one day at work, like, where are you getting all this work from? And I was like, huh? He's like, all these comedy gigs you booking. Like, where are you getting this from? I'm like, I book them. What do you mean? Like, I call promoters. It was like, yeah, my girlfriend does comedy. I was like, oh, who's your girlfriend? It was Paula Bell. And I was like, Paula is on, though. At least I thought. I was like, Paula's been doing comedy longer than me. Paula got all kind of connections. Like, she don't have no agent? Like, what do you mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's none of my business. But if your girlfriend is Paula Bell, why are you worried about what I'm doing? In my opinion, or what I felt like Paula was above me in the level of work she get, her opportunities and all that. She's definitely doing comedy longer than me. But what happened was, slowly but surely, he ended up taking me off the schedule. I didn't even quit the job. I just stopped getting shifts. And that's when I was like, from here on out, comedy is separate. From here on out, I don't have time for the hateration and all this extra shit. Because I work these jobs because I need to work these jobs for now. It's a season, but this is what I'm doing. And obviously, if I didn't need to work the jobs, I wouldn't work it. Ain't nobody got time to get cursed out over ranch dressing and shit if they didn't have to be there. So when I worked at my other job, I made sure, like, if anybody ever asked me how my job was doing, how comedy was, I always was like, it's terrible. I ain't doing nothing. It's terrible. But once I got Wildin' Out, and everybody knows how big Wildin' Out is, I couldn't really use that no more. Even though it was just something I was saying, because I ain't want my business. It's none of their business. So now that this dude came over and sat next to me, and I saw him walking in here looking straight for me so he can sit next to me so his audio can be in my video, because I'm speaking too much truth. And this continues to happen. This has happened. If you go back and look at some of my old lives and some of my old stuff, you can see that this has been happening over and over again. But also because I haven't given my location, and also because, they don't know where I'm at. They can't do that bullshit that they was doing with having police show up Speaking of which, because a couple of people are in bed with police, Nick and Kevin are involved in that as well. That's another reason why I don't with them. 50 started getting involved in that too because me not cooperating with him was blowing up his whole thing. Yeah, he's a whore because anything that has a hole is his girlfriend. So I don't want nothing to do with that guy either. All right? So all the people in my comments who have everything to say and whatever, if y'all notice, I haven't even paid no mind or no attention to them because they just on here wasting their lives. I'm speaking directly to y'all and everybody else because I'm just over it. I don't have nothing to hide, and I keep telling people, man, I don't want nothing. I just want to be free to live my life. I'm not scared of starting. I ain't afraid of nobody.
I don't feel safe. I don't like people coming in my inbox saying whatever they got to say to me, making threats, giving me anxiety, stressing me out.
Stuff home, girl. That's just the beginning. What's up? So meet me outside. What's up? Meet me outside.
You're looking at somebody who's nearly died so many times. Like, I have a purpose to be here. I even shared on my last podcast, dude. Like, God is showing me and revealing so much stuff to me. Like, he revealed, like, my former accidents. Like, and I literally can, like, feel myself. Like, I have to jerk because I remember how, like, tragic and bloody those were. I ran into a tree head first in a sledding accident. I don't have any major serious scars. I got, like, little acne marks or whatever from old school, you know. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not disfigured. I'm not missing teeth. I don't have like a eye that's permanently closed or anything. And my little mark from hitting the tree went like that. You know? I don't have none of that. I sliced this entire ear up when I was like 5. The whole top of my ear has no cartilage. And when I used to want to ignore people, I'd fold the ear down and make it look like a fortune cookie. It used to stay, but I got my cartilage pierced when I was 18. And after that, it stopped being able to do that. But before 18, when I didn't want to hear people, I would fold the top of my ear up and then have my ear looking like a fortune cookie. My mama used to hate that shit. But I just used to do that because I don't want to talk to people no more. Like, I have no cartilage in the top right here. I sliced my flipping around, being adventurous, going on and around adventure. Slice that shit on the let-out couch. I shared it on the podcast yesterday. Like, when I look back, I'm the kid that ended up in the hospital more than everybody else. I'm formerly anemic. My anemia sent me to the hospital when I was a kid. I was on medication for all that. Okay. Sliced up my ear. Busted my face on a tree. All right, I'll talk to you later. I don't even know how fast I was going. Yeah, it's really. It had to be greater than 70 miles an hour. It had to be. Just all kind of stuff. But I had fun though. Yeah, my little adventures and my little daredevil shit. I don't know if I shared on the podcast the time I thought I was Super Dave and tried to front roll out of a car because I saw it on The Simpsons. I was that bitch. Like I did that stuff like that. So yeah, I lived life a little dangerously, and I'm still here. So there's nothing that they are on or anything that they got going on that can make me care about their bullshit. Especially when they're not genuine people. I don't ever want to be around that shit. And if people do, that's great. Be around it. I'm not out here hating on nobody's nothing. I'm not even trying to be in the way. I'm trying to stay the fuck out the way and just do shit I love. That's like, what's the problem in that? But people done did so much bullshit and told so many lies and borrowed so much money to keep up their facades and their appearances that they looking like fucking fools. But that ain't my fault. I ain't telling shit. Aarona was trying to be a substitute teacher in Chicago when all that shit hit the fan. Had my certificate and everything. So, it is what it is. I'm going to charge this and end this, and I'm leaving here shortly because I got other stuff to do. This would be a good opportunity for me to sit and watch that Netflix episode, though, since I want to construct something. But I won't be here long at all. I just had to get that out. I'm tired. I'm tired of all this shit. They follow me to Cabo. They follow me to the Bahamas. They follow me to Miami. Leave me the fuck alone. Like, because I'm setting roots here, but I got other places I'm going, and I don't want nobody following me there. Leave me alone. Like, leave me alone. And stop trying to attack my finances because you don't want me to do what I want to do. Like, go somewhere. Like, I've been going back and forth with myself of whether or not I should sue out of 50 or what for all this stuff that he's done. Especially because I want to cancel that power of attorney shit that I sent to the G-Unit office. But I'm really trying to keep my focus on fruitful things. And I'm like, no, the GoFundMe. Just do an Indiegogo for your books. Put out When Do Shadows Cry. Put out the poetry book. Put out I got one other ebook that I'm doing. And I'm like, just focus on your books. Focus on your digital products. Like, this nigga is trouble and he's the worst. Like, he's so fucking horrible that he's somebody that as long as he gets some type of attention, it'll float his boat. He don't care if it's negative or positive. He don't have nothing to live for. So, you know, I'm just like, I don't even want to be bothered. I'm like, yo, let that be a loss. But especially with what happened to my podcast, I'm like, get your lawyers, reverse that shit, and get out your face. He is the worst. All right, I'm gonna end this. New people coming to my channel. I just gave y'all a 14-year rundown of drama and bullshit that surrounds this channel, my life, my career. So put that all into perspective as I present new material and new content and all of that. The biggest takeaway, I want new subscribers, because the people who's been down, they already see what it is and they gonna stay down. The other people, they not down anyway, so who fucking cares about them? But the takeaway that I want to give to the new people is, yo, when you follow your dreams, okay, you're the only one that knows exactly what your dreams are. There's gonna be so many obstacles getting in between you and your dream. So many people that don't believe in you, and so many people that don't want to see you reach it, because you reaching it, you reaching it is a reminder of how much they're not doing in their own life. You know what I mean? They're not investing in your success because it's going to remind them of how they don't take themselves seriously. That's number one. Number two, you don't have people that want to capitalize on what you're doing because they don't have nothing else going on. So you gotta be prepared for people that's trying to attach themselves to you because they're just waiting for the champagne toast so they could go back to wherever they're from, or go back to the neighborhood, or go back to whatever. And I'm hot too because my girl or my boy is so and so. There are some people in life that is the only thing that they need. They are happy to play that role and play it to the hilt. I'm the shit too because my friend is. If you are a woman, they're gonna make you work for it. And if you don't play by their rules, they will do more work trying to defame you than they will trying to celebrate you. True shit. And the quickest thing that they're gonna try to do is either make you crazy or make you the hoe. Because that's just the way that men always try to get under women's skin. And because crazy is so difficult to prove, because all you gotta do is think differently. And you're gonna be viewed as, oh, she would do that, but it's all bullshit. It's really a bunch of gaslighting techniques for, the people trying to defame you to look innocent. Oh, why would I have that? Why would I say that? Why would I? It's all that bullshit. You're gonna have to work twice as hard if you're a black woman. Because if you even look at the way our culture is set up, everybody wants to take and pilfer from our personalities and typecast and all of that with us. You know what I'm saying? But we're the quickest devalued women. When rap videos had video victims, yeah, shake that ass. Watch yourself. We was good for that. But we were treacherous. Other women.
And I'm getting mighty tired of your trifling ways and of listening to that jackass Bray.